Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast episode of Growing Faith with Vivian. I hope you're all doing well and happy new month of June. I pray that this new month of June goes well for you guys and may God bless you guys in all areas of your life in this new month of June. In today's podcast episode, I'm going to be talking about feeling insecure as a Christian. My struggles personally with feeling insecure. I struggle with being insecure about myself. To be more specific with you guys, I feel insecure about my eczema. You guys are probably wondering, Vivian, what is eczema? Okay, so basically eczema is a chronic inflammatory skin condition that causes dry, itchy, red, and scaly skin. For me, I have dark marks all over my body from my eczema. I have one on my forehead. I'm going to get a close up so you guys can see, like right here. And then I have some marks right here that it was eczema, but it left a dark mark, as you can see. But yeah, and then also I have some on my arms right here. And then, I have some more right here, as you guys can see. So yeah, some days it's easy to like my eczema, but other days it's really hard to look at myself in the mirror and love my eczema, especially on my back. On my right side, I have a lot, so it's definitely more harder for me to love and accept it, but I just try to talk kindly to myself and say positive self-love affirmations to myself to help. I actually used to listen to self-love affirmations on YouTube from Lavender called Positive Affirmations for Self-Love, Self-Esteem, and Confidence. Whenever I feel insecure about myself, I'm going to remember to go back and listen to this video on self-love affirmations on YouTube. I'm going to insert a picture of the video so you guys can check it out for yourself and go listen to it on YouTube. And the video will also be linked down below in the description box. Okay, now guys, I'm going to be talking about scriptures to lean on when you're feeling insecure. Psalm 139 verse 14. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. This verse explains how you are fearfully and wonderfully made by God because He created you, and how we need to believe that, and how God made each one of us exactly how we are made and need to know it fully for ourselves. Song of Songs 4:7. You are altogether beautiful, my darling. There is no flaw in you. This verse explains how God is saying to all the girls how we are all so beautiful and there is no flaw in us, meaning that when we look at ourselves in the mirror and see all of our flaws, God doesn't see the flaws as we do, and even when we pick at our own flaws, He still loves us and calls us beautiful. Like, how amazing is that? It's so great. Psalm 139 verse 13. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. This verse explains how God created us in our mother's womb, and He knew every part of us before we did. I want you guys to think about this when you feel insecure about yourself, about your body, or whatever it is you're feeling insecure about, and you say you're ugly, you're fat, etc., right? How do you think God feels when you tell yourself all these negative things about yourself? I think it hurts God and makes Him feel sad when we say such things to ourselves, knowing He made us and crafted every detail about our bodies. Okay, now I'm going to be talking about how my mom pointed out my insecurities. Okay, so last week, after I got done showering, I put on my clothes. I wore a white tank top with black shorts. I went downstairs to go eat, and as I was heating up my food in the microwave, my mom saw my back with all my eczema. I mentioned how I have a lot of eczema on my back. So yeah, she saw it on my back and was like, Vivian, your back looks so bad because of your eczema. It doesn't look good. I told my mom how I keep putting my cream for my eczema, but it just keeps coming. So, yeah. After my mom told me that, I did feel sad and upset and hurt. She would say this to me. So, after I finished eating my food, I went upstairs in the bathroom, sat on the floor, and cried because my biggest insecurity that I have of myself is my eczema, and she told me how it looks bad on my back, and that hurt my feelings. I have another story of how my mom made me feel sad about my eczema. So we were shopping in the mall. We were at Dillard's, and I found this cute blue top I wanted to try on in the fitting room. So I did, and then when I told my mom to come look at it to tell me if she likes it, you guys want to know what she said to me? She told me, "Vivian, I don't think you should buy that because it shows your eczema." And I was like, "Why does that matter?" She said, "Because when we take pictures, her side of the family is gonna see it and say, 'What is that on Vivian regarding my eczema?' Because the top showed my arms and you can see my eczema because of the dark marks." So yeah, I had to take the top off, so she went to look for other clothes for my little sister. As I was in the dressing room about to take off the top, I sat down and cried a little bit and felt sad because of how she told me I couldn't get that nice, cute blue top because of my eczema. It hurt because it was a cute blue top. I loved it, but it was okay. Because I got another cute top. It was lavender. And it had a cute design, so it was all good. Okay, now I'm gonna be sharing a conversation I had with my girl best friend on messages regarding feeling insecure. I was texting my girl bestie and I was telling her how I feel insecure about myself because of my eczema. Then she told me how she feels insecure herself too about something similar to my eczema. Then she told me how she heard in a video something that really stuck with her, and it said, "Your appearance is the least interesting thing about you." She said, like, just think that our appearance and our bodies are only the external, but how deeply our internal goes. I mean, the way we look at life, or the way we love, and our values and beliefs, and the way we connect with other people. It reminded me that I am so much bigger than all my insecurities. And of course, I still struggle with certain aspects of myself, but like, God made us this way, you know? And God doesn't care about external beauty standards as much as we do. He looks at the heart. This reminded me of a Bible verse in 1 Samuel, verse 16:7. It says, "But the Lord said to Samuel, 'Do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him.'" The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. So I just want to remind you that you two are so much bigger than your external appearance, Vivian, and God sees that even when you don't. Wow, just reading this made me feel emotional, but in a good way, guys, because my girl bestie said it perfectly, and how we are more than just our bodies, and how our internal goes more deeper than our external appearance. Me and my girl best friend be having the best talks about everything, and I love how we always bring it back to God. Love you so much, bestie. Okay, now I'm going to be talking about following influencers on social media who talk about their insecurities and show you their real bodies. I don't know if people talk about this, so I'm going to mention it. It's very good to follow influencers online that show you guys their real bodies and are open and honest about their insecurities, because they are human and have days where they struggle to love themselves, because we all do. I'm gonna share with you guys some people I follow on Instagram who make me feel good and talk about their insecurities honestly. Ella, Spencer Barbosa, and Caitlin. I'm gonna show you guys pictures and a video I screen recorded from all of these girls on their Instagram page to show you how they are real about their insecurities. Okay guys, so now I'm going to be sharing with you guys a page from my journal talking about how I felt insecure of my eczema. Okay, got my journal right here for you guys. Okay. Right now, I just woke up feeling insecure about my body, specifically my skin, because I have eczema. I was crying sitting on my bed about it because on my right arm I have multiple dark marks that have healed up, but now I have a new fresh mark and it's red and kind of flaky because I'm always picking at it. I know I shouldn't, but sometimes it's hard for me and I just end up picking at it anyways. I have eczema all over my body, leaving me with dark marks, and it's fine because when I look at them, I feel a bit better about the dark marks because when it's new and fresh, that's when I feel insecure about it the most. I noticed that when I don't take a shower for 2 days, I see the eczema coming more, so that made me realize I need to take a shower every day to see if it will reduce the eczema on my body. The place on my body where I have the most eczema is on my back. Whenever I get done taking a shower, then I put Vaseline on my body. I'm looking at myself in my mirror in my room, and when I look at my back, I don't like what I see. Since I have so much eczema on my back and it gets hard for me when I see new fresh ones, which I currently have 2 new fresh ones on my back right. I have this eczema cream that this nice Indian lady showed me and my mom at Walgreens, and it's been helping me out a lot. I just need to try my hardest to stop picking at my fresh eczema and try it every day to see if it will help reduce the eczema on my body. So yeah guys, I wrote that I don't really remember what day when I wrote that, but I think I wrote that a couple months ago, how I was feeling insecure about my eczema and I had fresh new dark marks. But yeah guys, I just want to be real honest and vulnerable with you guys, because everybody has insecurities, and sometimes for me, my eczema, it's really hard for me to look at myself in the mirror and to accept and love my eczema, because even though I know I'm fearfully, wonderfully made. As I said, in the Bible verse explains to you guys, Psalm 139:14. I'm fearfully, wonderfully made, but, sometimes it's just really hard. I have days where I struggle, to love my eczema, and I'm like, oh, I hate it. It's ugly. It looks like, so bad. And I'm like, dang. And I'm like, with my eczema, it, sometimes I feel like it restricts me from wearing certain tops, tank tops, where it's open back, where it shows my back, because I'm scared of what other people they're gonna think. They're gonna be like, oh, when I'm out in public, they're probably gonna be like, oh, what's on that girl's back, what are all those dark marks, ew, it's gross. Or I don't know, maybe they might say that, maybe they might not, and they might not care, but I'm probably just gonna be in my head, thinking that they're saying all these negative things about my eczema and how it looks bad and gross and ugly, but probably in reality they don't care, or they're just minding their own business, shopping, and just going on about their day. But I know those are the things I'm thinking about in my head, so I know I hope and pray that one day God is going to be able to give me the confidence, to that I could be able to wear tank tops and that show my back, because as I said before, I have a lot of eczema on my back, but I know that God will be able to give me the confidence to wear a tank top that shows my back, or even a dress, and I'll be fully confident in myself to wear out in public and not be in my head thinking about, oh, how people are perceiving my eczema, or if it looks bad or anything like that, because I know that I'll be so confident and secure myself. I'm not gonna care about what other people think of my eczema, showing. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's podcast episode. I pray that it blessed you and reminded you that you're fearfully and wonderfully made by God, and He loves you so much. Even when it's hard to love your insecurities, always remember He loves them so much more. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss when I upload a brand new video. And share this video with your family and friends. I love you guys so much. See you in the next video. Bye.